What is going on, Xbox brethren out there? Sega Man back here with another video. Yesterday was my birthday. Man, I had a good time with the family. You know what I mean? Did some gaming. Uh, Tried out a lot of the demos that we got for Xbox. Some really great games on there. The true Xbox fans out there, man, if you haven't, do it now and download some of these really good indie demos. Support the developer. I even posted one on my Facebook. Fighting game that I really liked. You know what I mean? Now, it's not super innovative. It kind of reminds you of Streets of Rage. You could tell that developer that developed this game in mind probably had a Streets of Rage or games like Final Fight as probably as one of their games that they really liked as a kid. You know what I mean? And this game looks, in my opinion, it looks like a good side-scrolling beat 'em up, just like Streets of Rage. And you know, Sega Man will be buying that day one. You know what I mean? Because I support my brand and the games that they bring to us, man. So check out those demos. Um, there's a lot of good ones on there, and there's more to come. 100 was telling me about yesterday when I was talking to him. Shouts out to 100 and Flip Money and the crew. Shouts out to New Legal and the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. You know, he just did a little podcast with New Legal. I'm actually watching that now. You know what I mean? But I wanted to come down and make this video. And this video goes out to all the true Xbox fans out there. I just want to talk about this for a little bit. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the big day on the 23rd for the Xbox showing of games. Now, you all know that, yes, there's going to be a lot of toxic trolls out there that are going to try to deflect and get in the way of you being excited and happy for Xbox Series X and the games that they're going to be bringing to us for the next gen. You know what I mean? So you can't let that bother you. You know what I mean? If you're a true Xbox fan, stay true to your brand and don't let these so-called gamers out here, trolls and toxicity, get into your brain. You have to be strong. You know what I mean? And we're just going to have a good time tomorrow. We're going to see what they're going to be bringing us. You know what I mean? I'm very excited. I'm going to be watching it with a couple of my Xbox brethren. You know what I mean? I think it comes on 12 o'clock here because I'm Eastern. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see what Phil and company's bringing us, man. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff going on out here in these gaming streets. You know, they still try to find something because they know that our event's coming up Thursday, so they still try to go out there in the gaming streets and spread all that toxicity around about Xbox, man. Okay? And if you think about it, we're never going to get a break, but you just have to keep fighting them. You know what I mean? You got to keep fighting them. You know what I'm saying? Channels like New Legal, you know, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X, 100. You know, you have to keep fighting them, man. You know what I mean? You know, be proud of your brand. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest with you, and I said this to you guys before, and I'll say it again. There is the true PlayStation fans that are out there that like PlayStation are not doing this, man. You know, it's the casuals and the trolls because the casuals listen to these so-called channels out there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna admit it to you today. Sega Man used to listen to these channels because I thought, and I didn't know them well. I thought at first they were true Xbox fans because I was tired of the 2013 thing going on and couldn't understand why, you know, you have to go out there and bash a company, you know what I mean, that's ahead of their time when it comes to gaming. You know, always being online, you know. That's what we're doing right now. They were ahead of their time. And Microsoft's Xbox is still ahead of their time as we speak when it comes to gaming with Game Pass, with Game Pass Ultimate, with xCloud. You have to understand they're a software company and they're always going to be ahead of the game in gaming too and in business. Microsoft is always going to be ahead because they're thinking in the future. You know what I mean? And you have to adapt to change. Look, I'm an OG collector and gamer, right? I'm adapting to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm 48 years old. I've been in these gaming streets for a long ass time. I'm adapting to change. And that's the way you have to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, so we're going to go into this tomorrow. I'm excited. A lot of the Xbox brethren are excited about our event that's going on tomorrow. And I know there's going to be stuff going on in the background. People caca and kikiing. You know what I mean? Making in front of our show. Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You're not going to sway me. I can't be swayed, man. I'm an OG Xbox fan. Die hard. And I'm not going to be swayed. I'm still going to support my brand. And I will have the Xbox One X. I mean, not One X. I will have the Xbox Series X day one. I already got the One X. But I'll have that day one. Because I support my brand who I choose to play with, and that is Xbox. And there is nothing wrong with Xbox. Xbox has made some mistakes. Every company out there has made mistakes. From Atari to Sega to Nintendo to PlayStation to Xbox. Everybody has made mistakes. People just want to keep harping on Xbox, I believe, because they cannot that's the thing, they live in the past, brothers. They cannot let go of the 2013 thing. They cannot let that go. They cannot let go of the narrative Xbox has no games. They cannot let that go. And it's like New Legal said in this video, okay? And this is true what he said. It's not him fanboying out. Every game that comes out, okay? I'm not saying that PlayStation 4 doesn't have good-looking games. I'm not saying that, because they do have good-looking games. But every game that comes out, oh man, this is the most spectacular, most graphical, most beautiful game I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Let's flip the script. I come out and say, Gears 5 is one of the most beautiful 4K 60 frames per second game that has ever came out on Xbox. What do I get? Trolls in my comment section. Gears 5 is trash. It's broken. It has problems. The storyline is trash. I had that happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like a game that is what I'm saying is true about the game. It's 4K, 60 frames per second, and it's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. The one board with all the red sand is one of the best things I've seen graphically, honestly, in a game. I mean, it looks like it doesn't. You know how when they make a game and you see sand, and you can kind of tell that, you know, that it doesn't look as real, okay, that you would like it to look. But when you look at Gears 5 and you look at that board, that red sand, that burgundy red sand, and you can actually see like these shiny glittering sparkles like you would see in that kind of sand if you were actually holding that sand. You can see that in that game. They did a fantastic job with that game, and it is one of the most beautiful graphical games ever made. You can't negate that, and you can't combat that. It is. Give them their props. You know what I'm saying? And they never want to give Microsoft's Xbox their props for anything. Anything that they do. You got to spend time on Twitter and out there on the interwebs bothering Phil Spencer. You know what I'm saying? Phil Spencer coming out saying people making memes, you know, about certain things when it comes to his brand, the Xbox. That man is business, man. And he's bringing good quality and value for your buck to the Xbox brand, bruh. There's no denying that. And I'm sorry, man, but I might have to change my mind about that PS4, man. It might be a long, long time before I get one, man. After hearing the stuff about the one guy losing his games, and they couldn't find no record of him having anything, and it's nah, man. I can't trust that company. Okay, they put their money first before they take care of their consumer, and then they give you a hard time when you want that money back. You know, because you lost the games or something like that. They give you a hard time about it. Okay, if there was an incident with Microsoft, like my son did something one time. I can't remember what he did. All right, and my wife, he called him and got it right back. No questions asked. No questions asked. That's good quality service, man. And that's what they give you. You know what I'm saying? Sony, forget it. I had it happen to me. I accidentally on the PlayStation 3. It was a free trial of their service or something. I can't remember. I forgot to cancel it. And at first, he gave me a hard time. Oh, I'll let it go this time. But you can't, I'm not going to let it go the next time. You got to make sure you this and that. It was an accident. You know what I mean? I didn't think at first he was going to give me my money back. I didn't think at first he was going to put my money back on my card. This is when I use my card now. I'm not using that card for nothing on that systems anymore at all. After he gave me that attitude, like, well, next time you just have to make sure you know, because we don't like doing this and we don't do this all the time. So that made me quit with them. Period. When it came to that, I tried to give them a shot, and look what happened. Their customer service is zero. It's terrible. You know what I mean? So I have my doubts about the PS4, man. I'm sorry. I just do. I mean, if I get one, I'll try to find one maybe for like, I don't know, $70 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe use the PlayStation cards, you know, like if I want to, because, you know, I'm a collector and I like shoot 'em ups. And I heard they got some really cool shoot 'em ups on that system. I mean, I ain't buying no Gods of Wars or Miles Morales, Spider-Mans, and all that dumb shit. I'm not buying that stuff because I'm not really into those games. I'm not into, you know, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, and you know what's the other one? Days Are Gone or whatever that shit is. I'm not into none of that stuff. You know, I'm into like shoot 'em ups, and I might buy some fighting games on there, like you know the Tekkens and you know what I mean, or something that's not on the Xbox brand. You know, I might search around and look for some games like that, but they're exclusives. No, I'm not. I'm just not into those type of games, guys. You know what I mean? I don't hate on them. I'm not into them. I had them for PlayStation 3. I'm not into those games. I had The Last of Us. I had God of War. Okay, the only really game that I liked, now I'll buy this if it's on there. The only true game that I liked on there was called Resistance. And I had 1, 2, and 3, and I beat the shit out of those games. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's kind of like a Gears of War clone, you know, because I like alien shooters, you know what I'm saying? But they were good games, and I beat all three of them on the PlayStation 3, man. Those were good games. I'll give them that. Now, if there's a Resistance game on there, yeah, I'll get that. You know what I mean? But that's it. I don't like nothing else they have. I don't like their driving games. I don't like Gran Turismo. I've had Gran Turismo on there. I didn't like it. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but I like racing games. I own a lot of racing games, and I just don't like it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm real skeptical now about that system, bro. You know what I mean? So, the main point about this video is, now I just want to give a shout out to my Xbox brethrens out there, man. Like Legal and the Don King of Xbox and Hunter and all those guys. You know what I mean? Man, they're putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And they're noticing me. And I want to give a shout out to the DX Mansion. They actually put a video up of mine on Facebook. And shouts out to those brothers. I hope New Legal and Hunter and Hebot watch this video. I want to give a shout out to them good brothers out there, man, and thank you a lot for doing that. That really made me feel good yesterday. I seen that yesterday on my birthday. That really made me feel good, man. That my brothers are listening to me. You know what I'm saying? And they're true Xbox fans and gamers out there, and they listen to what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. And I will always listen and support their channels. You know what I mean? You have to when you give when you get, okay, you got to give back. And just like 100 said and Triple Chuck said, it's not about me. It is about we. It is. It is. That is the truth. We got to start helping each other out. You guys know what I mean when I'm talking about that. You know what I mean? I don't need to tell you straight out what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. We need to help each other and out there in the intraweb and in these gaming streets and with these podcasts. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, we really need to start supporting each other. Okay, we really need to do that, man. Not talk about it. We need to do it. You know, we got to put all that other shit aside, all that, you know, rah, and, you know, people disagreeing with each other. And you guys know who I'm talking about. You know, it ain't no ill will towards anybody. But if you truly want to have a podcast, my brothers, we got to put that stuff aside. You know what I mean? Because nobody's going to give us they're not going to give us a chance. You know what I'm talking about. They're not. They're not going to give the true Xbox fans out there and people that support their brand. They're not going to give us a chance. So we need to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in it to win it. You know, I'm in it to win it with y'all, and you guys know that. Sega Man is in it to win it with y'all guys. You know, keep positive gaming about our brand. You know, and just keeping the good fight going for Xbox. You know what I mean? You know, that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? We really need to come together. Listen to me. Okay, we really need to come together, man. Let's know G. All right, we got to come together, all of us. You know, we got to keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? If you truly want to do this, man, that's what we got to do. You know what I mean? We got to stay together, man. Come on each other's podcasts. Come on each other's. I'll admit there were times where, there were people that invited me. Yeah, and I was a little scared because I'm not used to doing podcasts and stuff like that, but I'm getting used to it. You know what I mean? And I really like it, man. I'm like that I'm doing these. You know what I'm saying? I want us to keep doing it. You know, I'm going to just keep going. We need to build it up and just keep it going, brothers. For real. I mean, hey, if those, if those idiot and those fools out there can do it, and they do for all the wrong reasons, right? We can do for all the good reasons. And that's what we need to do. You know what I mean? We need to keep it positive about gaming. You know what I'm saying? And keep all that toxicity out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day. You know what I mean? We got to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make this quick video about tomorrow, guys. Let's have a good time tomorrow. Be happy about what Xbox is going to be showing us. I think we're going to be surprised. I think they're going to knock it out of the park tomorrow, man. I think there's things they're going to show and tell us about that we didn't even know about. You know what I mean? So, and don't worry about all that garbage about the Xbox going away because they're discontinuing, the One X and the S Digital. Yeah, I mean, PlayStation is discontinuing their stuff too, but they ain't going to tell you that. You know what I mean? So if you're smart enough and you know that's what's going to happen because it happens in every generation of systems. All right, so, this video went a little too long here, but I just wanted to make that video and give a shout out to my brothers out there, man, that are doing it in these gaming streets. You know what I'm saying? And hats off to you, brothers, and keep making those great videos, man. And I just want to give another shout out to the DX Mansion. Thank you for noticing me. I really appreciate that, guys, that you did that for me, man. Much love. All right, and let's just have a good time tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, having a good time tomorrow. You know what I mean? And celebrating the Xbox Series X and what they got to bring us. You know what I'm saying? So I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Xbox for life, like my wife. Peace.